Hi, it's Chris Watkin here, and on the next episode of Freemason Stories, I'm joined by Andy Bray, who is a recent member. He's just gone through his third degree ceremony with the Lord Worsley Lodge in Cleethorpes, 3017. Welcome, Andy, and thank you for joining me this evening.
Hey there, Chris.
Good stuff. Andy, I'd like to spend a couple of minutes with you sharing your Freemason story so we can show the world what Freemasonry is about, and anyone who's thinking of joining, you might be able to answer some questions. So if you don't mind me asking, what made you be interested in Freemasonry?
I've got a couple of friends that are in Freemasonry themselves, and they asked me if I wanted to join. They said I'd enjoy it. They couldn't say much about it, but they could tell me certain bits about it. So I thought, it's a bit intriguing, so I'll have a look because they enjoy it. So I thought I'll probably enjoy it.
Did you not find it strange that it's not as if you can come along to a meeting to see if you're going to like Freemasonry or not? You almost have to join to find out what it's about.
Yeah, it is a bit cloak and dagger sort of thing, but it's all to do with everything that you go through. It's so you don't spoil it for yourself, because it's told you everything. It wouldn't be no point going through the sort of ceremonies that they do.
What did your other half think when you said, I'm thinking of joining this funny handshake club?
Well, a lot of things really. At first, she thinks, is it some kind of seedy pub we'll go into or something like that? I said it's nothing like that, and she knows my friends that are going there, so it's I said it's just a load of friends getting together really, and you can make new ones.
But how did she feel? Was she nervous?
She was happy. If she knows I don't make daft decisions really, so if I'm happy with it, she's happy with it.
Okay, so like all Freemasons, there is 3 main ceremonies that you do over a period of 12 to 18 months, sometimes 2 years, before you're made a proper Freemason. How was your first degree ceremony? How did that go?
It went really well, but when you're first there, you do have a lot of nerves. You get the old stories of there's a goat in there and stuff. They just try and trick you with it. I think everyone's had that. But apart from that, I felt nervous, but you feel really comfortable because they're all leading you around and explaining what you've got to say and stuff as you go through. So it's a really relaxed atmosphere. Everyone else is more. You get told that everyone's more nervous than what I am because they want to get everything right for me.
Indeed. Out of the 3 ceremonies, which one has been your favourite?
Definitely the first one, but because you'll never forget that one. But the third one was totally different. It was really good, that one. I really enjoyed that, and I went to another lodge to watch that one as well, because like with them all, everything happens and you sort of forget some of the stuff. But yeah, that was really good, that one.
Would you recommend newly made Masons and those that have just gone up a degree to actually go and see another ceremony almost straight away, just to see what actually happened before you forget?
Yeah, definitely, because there's stuff when you're there and you're going about, you're like, what's going on here? What just happened there? And when you get to sit, as a third person to watch it, it's really good because you can see them going through the stages, and you're like, oh yeah, that's what happened, and that's what I did there, and you just, because you can't remember, it happened so quick, in a sense of, oh, I can't remember that bit, but yeah, definitely go to see one.
Okay, so if you've been through your third, apart from your normal standard questions, have the lodge asked you to do any ritual on the floor?
I've sort of been to the Lodge of Instruction one as well, because I wanted to learn some bits for myself, because I find, for me, myself, when you're learning parts, it sinks in better because you're being part of it. So I wanted to learn some parts myself, like what we call the tools. I was on the tools. So for other people, they can enjoy like the experience like I had. So
you've actually done some tool work yourself
yeah.
in between. Do you have a particular favourite in, not tool, but in terms of first, second, or third?
Well, I'm doing the first degree tools at the minute, but it's like I said, the first one is always one of the favourites for everyone, because I think no matter what age you are, you'll always remember the first one and things that happened. Whether you mess up yourself or someone else does, but you know, it's definitely the first one.
Okay, so have you made? I'm assuming have you made steward yet, or when are you likely to be made in a guard?
Yeah, I've started to be a steward now. So there's a few other stewards in front of me. So it'll be, you know, it takes the process of each year you'll work your way up till before you become to win a guard.
Good stuff. And are you looking forward to that?
Yeah. It'd be good when we go back, because obviously with everything that's gone on at the minute, it was just getting used to being a steward myself. But the good thing is you get to watch all the others doing their part, so you can sort of take some of it in as well.
And what would you say to a Freemason who's worried about doing the ritual?
I wouldn't worry too much about it. They're always going to lead you around. They're always going to explain to you what's going on, what the next step is. There shouldn't be really no worry.
I'm talking more about you actually doing your own ritual to other people.
Yeah. If they're doing a ritual themselves, the part of it, I wouldn't worry. If people sort of miss words or mess up, they'll get prompted as well. So there's no fear with that part itself. What I found anyway.
Okay. How do you feel about the charitable element of Freemasonry, and how important is that to you?
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. I mean, you know, there's a lot of charities that are always out there explaining the things they do, where, you know, the Freemasons, they're doing everything for charity. Nearly every time I've been to lodge, there's other charities they're donating to or something. They're always, you know, doing their part, and it's just the same with what's recently happened. They're always you know, raising money for other causes. So there's always something that they're doing, which is, I think, is really good.
And if you in a couple of sentences had to almost describe Freemasonry to someone who didn't know what it was about, and say, look, you know, I think you should consider Freemasonry because, I mean, this is your final question. How would you finish that sentence?
It's more of a humanitarian, compassionate group. That's how I describe it. You know, you're working as well to improve yourself as well as help humanity as it goes along as well.
And have a few beers and a laugh at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. You've always got to have a few beers while you're improving, aren't you?
Andy, I'd like to thank you for your time today. Is there anything else that you want to say to other Freemasons in Lincolnshire?
Yeah, just keep working your way up, and it's like anything to say, you know, if you enjoy it, keep doing it. If you don't, if it's not for you, then it's not for you. But from what I've seen, everyone that I've met and everything, they all enjoy it. I mean, same for me. I'm just looking forward to going back, because there's a long break that we've got at the minute. So, but yeah, I'd say just keep doing it.
Thank you for your time today, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
Final message to anyone watching this: if you are a Lincolnshire Freemason and you've got an interesting story to tell about why you joined Freemasonry and what you've got out of being a Freemason, how it's helped you as a man in life, in your confidence, in whatever skills that you've learned, then please do get in contact with Stuart Piercy, the Provincial Comms Officer, and we'll get an interview organised like we have with Andy today, to enable us to share your story to help other Freemasons in the future. Andy, thank you for your time today.
Yeah,
as always, it's been an absolute start, and I look forward to seeing you on the circuit where we can have a cool, refreshing pint of lager.
Yes, that'd be very good.
Cheers, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.